Hi, my name is Veronica, and we're going to be doing a short sequence that could be ideal for before bedtime or any time that you want to find a space of calmness and relaxation. So for this, we're going to do a couple of breathing exercises, one at the beginning of our short sequence and one at the end, and I'll talk to you through it so that perhaps you can also use those same breathing techniques throughout your day, throughout your life, whenever you think that they could serve you. So to get started, we can get started in a seated position, whatever seated position is comfortable to you. One of them could be with your legs crossed, and you can prop yourself on a blanket or on a towel, okay? Another option could be sitting on your knees. If that is accessible to you, it offers an opening to your thigh muscles, to your quadriceps, to your knees, to your shin, and to the top of your feet. You can sit on your heels if that is accessible to you, or also you can use a couple of blocks. You can place it in between your heels on the highest setting or on the middle setting to prop your hips up, perhaps if you have some challenges on your hip flexors or on your knees. I will get started right in here, sitting back on my heels. And let's place our hands on our thighs just for a moment and perhaps rub your legs with your hands, with your eyes closed or with a soft gaze towards the ground. And simply notice the sensations in your hands and the sensations in your thighs. We use this tool of body sensations to connect with the present moment, to connect with our body. Go ahead and come to stillness, allowing your hands to rest on the thighs and bring your shoulders up towards your ears. And relax your shoulders down. Shoulders up towards your ears, and relax your shoulders down. One more time, inhale and exhale. Our first breathing exercise is called Dirga Pranayama, 3-part breath. So think about your torso as 3 parts: the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Intentionally, we're going to breathe into our belly first, expanding, allowing the diaphragm to descend and the lungs to fully expand so that the breath can reach the 3 chambers of the lungs. The more breath that we bring in, we send that signal to our brain and to our body that we are safe, that it is okay to relax at this moment. So if you would like, let's start with our hands on our belly. Keeping that length in the spine and relaxing your face and your expression, take a deep breath in, expanding your belly. And a slow breath out. Observe the breath as it leaves your body. Inhale, your belly expands. And exhale, your belly contracts. Inhale. And exhale. This time, bring your hands to your ribs. Tip of the fingers towards each other, thumb up towards your armpits. And as you inhale, press your ribs against your hands. And as you exhale, ribs come towards each other. Inhale. And exhale. And one more breath. And exhale. Now bringing your hands over your chest, breathe into your chest. And breathe out. And inhale. And exhale, allowing one hand to rest on your belly, the other one on your chest for that 3-part breath. Inhale, your belly expands, your ribs expand, and your chest lifts. Then hold the breath. And as you exhale from the top down, slowly releasing the breath. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest up to the collarbone, and then hold the breath. And as you exhale, your chest comes down, your ribs, and your belly. 2 more like that. Coming back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Open your mouth and let the breath out. Palms facing up, arms up over your head. Now, twist to one side for the exhale. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Twist, realigning your spine and massaging your internal organs. Inhale. And exhale. And breathe in. And breathe out. Arms up overhead, inhale. Go pose your arms, lift your heart, and squish your shoulder blades towards each other 3 times. 2 and 1. Arms up overhead. Hands to your heart for the exhale. If you are sitting on your knees like I am, maybe you can go ahead and find an easy seated position. And this is how I usually like to cross my legs. Well, what if we just go crazy and try the opposite way? Right here, rolling from side to side, noticing the sits bones connecting with the ground. And I'm gonna go ahead and place my blanket underneath my hips to help find that neutral pelvis that will safely support my spine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, bring your chin towards your chest. And breathe in. And breathe out. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And perhaps send the opposite arm to your lower back. See how that changes the sensation. If you would like, you can draw a smile with that ear that is going towards your shoulder, back and forward, exploring what are you feeling on that side of your neck. If there is any juicy areas, then feel free to stay there and work through that tension. One more breath. And exhale, coming back to center to reset, shoulders up. And shoulders down. And bring your chin towards your chest. And drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Experiment sending your opposite arm back. See what that feels like. And create that smile. Paint a smile with your ear. Back and forward to see what is there to be noticed in your body. Come on back to center, reset, shoulders up. And shoulders down. This is called Anahata Kriya. Anahata, the heart chakra. Creating circles with the upper body. Bring your heart towards your left knee as you dip your right shoulder, and then bring your chest between your legs, and then the opposite knee and back. Doing it ever so slowly so that you have the opportunity to observe the sensations on your side body, on your lower back. What does it feel like? Is there any areas that feel challenging? Is there any areas that feel good as you create this movement? And coming back to center, resetting, shoulders up and shoulders down. And the other side, heart towards your right knee. And 2 more circles. Freeing your elbows, freeing your shoulders, freeing your neck, freeing your head. And back to center. Arms up overhead as you breathe in. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. Let's transition into a tabletop for spinal flexion and extension. If you have a blanket or a towel, it might be nice to place it on your mat to support your knees, especially if you may have sensitive knees. Tucking to your toes, grounding through your hands. As you inhale for cow, you lower your belly, lower your chest and look forward. And as you exhale for cat, starting from your tailbone, lower back, middle back, chin to chest. Inhale, expanding with breath. Exhale, rounding and pressing the ground away from you. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine. Bring your hips from side to side. Notice what it feels like. And if you would like, come into center, sending your hips towards your heels, extending your arms forward slightly more. As you inhale, you ground through your hands, you pull yourself forward, rounding the spine. And as you exhale, bending your elbows, sending your sits bones up and back. Inhale, slowly rounding, pull yourself forward. Exhale, pressing the mat away from you, hips up and back. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. In child's pose, widening your knees, big toes touching, allowing your hips to sit back towards your heels, extending your arms forward, separating shoulder width distance or more, and then allowing your forehead to rest on the ground. And stay there for 5 breaths. I'll sit back up so I can talk to you while you melt into this child's pose. As you breathe, expanding through your ribs, forward to the sides and back. And as you exhale, observing the breath, leave your body and carrying away a layer of tension. 3 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. And breathe in. And breathe out. And inhale. And exhale. Coming off the pose, walk your hands back. Coming up to your knees. We're going to move into our backs for a couple of poses. Supported bridge and Supta Baddha Konasana with a heart opener. So we will start with our bridge pose, supported bridge pose. For a supported bridge pose, you can use blocks or you can stack a couple of towels so it becomes a firm surface. I want to show you how to do it with the blocks. It becomes a more restorative pose as it supports you rather than you using the muscle engagement to keep your hips up, since the purpose of this short sequence is to get you ready for bed and for deep rest. In this pose, you come to your backs, reach for your heels with the tip of the fingers until you can touch them or almost touch them. Toes pointing forward, and then you grab your blocks in the middle or the lowest setting. Some of you may have a very deep opening. You can use the highest setting, but I would recommend start with the lowest or the middle setting, and you press your feet down and then you scoot your blocks under. If you have a single block, it may work as well. Inhale. And exhale. If you want it a little bit higher, well, then you bring it a little bit higher and allow your sacrum, that flat bone at the bottom of the spine, to fully rest on your blocks. And then you can bring your arms by your sides, palms facing up, or even your arms over your head, paying attention to your shoulders to still stay connected to the ground, as well as your elbows, as well as your hands. If you bring your arms up and you cannot quite touch the ground, I invite you to bring your arms by your sides, and next time maybe place a couple of blankets here that will help you support your arms. If you want to use a blanket, just slide the blanket under. Go ahead and take 3 more breaths on this pose. Breathe in and breathe out. And inhale and exhale. And 1 more breath and exhale. Press your feet down, lift your hips up, remove whatever prop you're using and roll into one side, bring yourself up. Supta Baddha Konasana. Options are to use 2 blocks, 1 for your spine, 1 for your head. The other option would be to lay your blanket and you lay your spine and your head. So right here, I come to my elbows and slowly lower myself so that the block supports my spine and the other one supports my head. I may open my arms to the sides and keep my knees bent, or find that bound angle on my legs. This might feel really good to you, but if it feels too challenging, then you can also use a blanket. Lay it on the floor. It would also offer you that opening in your heart. 5 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. You can stay there with your eyes closed. I'll sit up and I'll talk to you. Breathe in, noticing the expansion in your heart. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe. And empty out. And inhale. And exhale. Take your time to come off of the pose. Gently rolling to either side and bringing yourself up to a seated position. To close our practice with another breathing exercise called Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. I'm using my blanket because it's my favorite. You can use one towel if you have one handy. And go ahead and find that comfortable seated position. This breathing exercise calms both hemispheres of the brain and our full body, gifting us with deep relaxation. It's ideal for before going to bed or at any time during the day that you find a challenging, frustrating, or stressful situation. Finding length in the spine, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your expression. Bring both palms to face up. And bring one hand, in my case, I'm going to bring my right hand over my face. And the index and the middle finger together, place it right above the brow, on your third eye. And you have your thumb on one side and the ring finger and the pinky finger on the other side. Now take a deep breath in through both nostrils. Cover your right nostril with your thumb. Through the left, slowly exhale. Through the left, breathe in. Gently cover the left nostril with your ring finger and your pinky finger. Through the right, exhale. Through the right, breathe in and keep on breathing beyond the point that you think you're full, because there's more space there. Then cover. Through the left, exhale. Through the left, breathe in. Cover. Through the right, breathe out. And keep on going back and forth for a few more rounds, as many rounds as you wish. And when you feel complete, you may close your practice with a bow, acknowledging gratitude to yourself and to your body. Namaste.